From the Crush Studio in sunny Florida, this is the Disney Crush Podcast. And now your two tempests in a teacup, Dave and Toni-Ann.
All right, let's do this. Toni-Ann and Michael celebrated his birthday in Walt Disney World, and it was also a Run Disney weekend. The Dopey Challenge. We had some friends run in the Dopey Challenge. Did any of them do all 4 races? Did any of them finish? Did any of them get swept by the balloons? That's what I want to know. Find out on this week's podcast. Happy birthday to him. And we're actually recording this on Kurt Stone's birthday. So happy birthday to Kurt Stone from Geeking on Walt Disney World. And happy birthday, Kurt.
David, me and Michael went to Disney last weekend. So Michael wanted to go to Disney for his birthday. He had some must-dos. We finally got over to Zootopia, the movie in the Tree of Life. It was really good. It was cute. You do get a little wet. You do still have things under your butt. So,
well, they're not going to change that. I mean, that's
no, you still got to have something under your butt. So, but it was really good.
Okay, so it's an improvement. Something new. Anything new is good.
Something new, and the kids will appreciate it. I got to say something about marathon crowds, because people I want to avoid marathon weekend because so many people are there for the marathon. The runners, they are tired because they just ran. So early morning after they just ran, the crowds are low. And in the evening, they all go to bed at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So the evening, the parks are empty. There's really not marathon crowds in the park. The problem with marathon is you have to book your room way in advance because they take up all the hotel rooms. So the hotel rooms are scarce. But as far as the lines, they're not very long because the marathon runners aren't there to go to the parks that weekend. They may go in for a little while but especially early morning, right after they're running, they usually go back to the hotel, take a shower, maybe take a nap, because they're up at 1 o'clock. And then in the evening, they go to bed very early. So, and
traffic can be a little wonky in certain places too.
You know, I was nervous on marathon day, the day of the marathon, Sunday, because I was leaving the hotel and I didn't know if I should take my car to Hollywood Studios or if I should take a bus and then come back to the hotel and get my car later. But I looked at Google Maps and it showed the route I had to take from my hotel to Hollywood was clear. So I went and it was really easy. So there were no runners there. But I have been in traffic where there are runners, where they close the road. It really depends on where you're going and where you're coming from.
Well, that's good. That's good to know. So don't be scared of Run Disney weekends.
No, don't be afraid. The traffic patterns are tough. They change. So be mindful of that. I usually just take the bus. Last year, I got a minivan because I was going to Magic Kingdom and I didn't know how the traffic was going to be, how the lanes were going to be. So I called a minivan and it was Michael's birthday. It's always Michael's birthday, marathon weekend. So it was a little splurge for him. But this year I drove and I was okay.
I try to avoid that weekend because I don't want to run.
Yeah. And you don't want to be in the parks the same time as me.
No, don't want to do that. Yeah. I'd rather stand in one place and just lift heavy things for hours. That's what I'd rather do. I do walk a lot. I just don't run. I'm just not a runner. That's all. I don't prefer to run. I prefer to stand in one place.
Yeah. So the Christmas decorations are still up. And from what I'm hearing, they're not up in the hotels, but from what I'm hearing, the reason they're still up in the parks is because they're still filming that Hallmark movie.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
See, that's good for us, for people that missed them. Maybe that's a good surprise when you get there and
there are some people that are mad about it. They don't want the decorations in their background. So.
Oh, well, they should be like some of these people in some of these neighborhoods just leave their Christmas lights up all year long.
Yeah.
Because there's those people.
I have a friend who keeps her tree up all year long. I might have told you this already. And every season she changes it. So right now it's probably got Valentine hearts and things on it. Then next month for March, it'll be, shamrocks and things.
Yeah. Yeah.
It changes the theming every month.
What's that drink called in the Perch that you guys love, or Deirdre and Veronica love so much? Do you know the name of it?
I don't.
Anyway, it has
Sazerac?
Yes. It has Siesta Key rum in it.
Mm-hmm.
And Veronica and I were in Sarasota traveling, and we stopped by the distillery, and they have a huge Christmas tree made out of all the bottles. And we asked, do you guys change that? Or no, we leave it up all the time, but we change it for the seasons, kind of, we put stuff on it. Yeah.
Cool.
So that was kind of cool.
I saw some new things in the parks while I was there. There's a lot of cashless kiosks. So if you go to buy an ice cream bar from a cart or a pretzel, anything from one of those carts, like Michael's ice cream truck, they all have signs now that say this is a cashless location. It says gift cards may be purchased at the gift shops with cash, so that you can use it. If you were planning to use cash, you can go buy a gift card, but they are going cashless in the small kiosks. And I travel with, I sometimes use cash, and it's no problem in the restaurants or the stores. It's just the outdoor little kiosks I'm finding so far have gone cashless. I saw a thing at Wendy's that they weren't taking pennies. It was in the drive-thru. It said something about, we're not taking pennies anymore.
Oh, so they're just going to round it up or round down.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't want to round up because then you end up paying more. They need to round down, right?
They say it's a wash. That if sometimes you'll round up, sometimes you'll round down, and so it doesn't really matter that much. So,
well, there's some people that get really upset about it. They want their pennies.
Yeah,
they feel like they're getting cheated.
I guess apparently there are like millions of pennies in circulation, and people, a lot of people don't spend them. They throw them, like they don't do anything with them. That's what they were saying. Yeah,
I saw a little clip, I don't know, probably on YouTube or something, about somebody was talking about pennies, and I forget how many cents they got shorted or something. I think it was at Walmart. I don't know. I could be wrong. Don't sue me, Walmart. Mm-hmm. But one of those big stores, and they calculated it. If they did it to every person, they figured what they said. It was either 1,000 or 2,000 people frequent these big stores on a daily basis, and they figured, I don't forget what it was, 5 cents, 6 cents a piece, whatever they're getting shorted. And it came into an astronomical number if you took every store across the country. Yeah. You don't think about it, but little pennies add up.
I don't know if they can somehow manipulate the prices of their products so that they're always rounding down or rounding up. I don't know if they can do that, because it just depends on what you buy, I guess. But I just want our listeners to be aware of that, though, that a lot of these kiosks have gone cashless. Mandy said it affects her because she tries to give her kids cash when they go so they can spend it. And it's easier for a kid to see the money depleting when you have a gift card and you just swipe it and you just swipe it and and all of a sudden you think you have $5 left on it and you have nothing on it. She likes for the kids to have cash so they can see how it's dwindling as they spend it. And so she's not happy about that, but she's going to have to give them gift cards now.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Let them experience a little bit of that money suck that Disney. Get them ready, because it's going to get worse for those kids as they get older. Disney's going to keep sucking that money right out of them.
So like I said, you can still use cash at restaurants and stores.
Before we get into your trip report, you got anything else? You got any Facebook or...
No, the Festival of the Arts started this week. I'm excited about that. My favorite festival.
Mine too. Excited. I'll be going in a couple of days.
Gideon's opened a new shop around the corner called Six Ravens. It's not open yet. It opens later this year. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say they opened it. They're opening the shop called Six Ravens, and they're going to serve savory hand pies.
What the heck is that?
It's like a Hot Pocket.
Okay. Yeah, it's just what they need, Hot Pockets. Now they're expanding into Hot Pockets. Nice. Great.
They'll be fresh baked and they'll be savory fillings. So we'll see.
Well, you're getting closer to your deli.
Yeah, I guess so. I think that was everything that I wanted to talk about.
All right. Got some Facebook.
Yes.
Yes. On this week's The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Facebook. Bing. Ooh, ow, that almost took the breath right out of me. It's been a long time. I had to do a good one there for you, Toni-Ann. Yeah, so I posted in our group. This is in our group. And I asked people to, I asked our people that follow our Facebook group, Friends of the Disney Crush, on Facebook. Join. It's a private group, but we'll let you in, maybe. I said, do you have any questions for Toni-Ann or Michael about their recent trip to Walt Disney World? Leave your comments below. And people weren't feeling it, Toni-Ann. Sorry. They just were not feeling it.
No question.
2. We got 2.
Okay.
But out of the two, Caitlin Stunts asked, what new edition did you go on or see, and did you enjoy it? But you already told us.
Yeah, we did Zootopia. We went to Hollywood Studios, and Michael didn't want to go to the villain show because he was scared. And just going down that road, when he sees Tower of Terror, he thinks that we're going to make him ride it, which I don't make him ride it. But so he didn't want to go down that road to get to the villain show. He was a little nervous about the villains to begin with. And then we just couldn't get the mermaid show to time the timing right. So we wound up not doing that. We did do Zootopia. It was really good. We really enjoyed that.
I don't think we're going to be in Hollywood Studios. I know we're going to be in Animal Kingdom and probably Epcot.
We did Beak and Barrel as well. We went to Beak and Barrel for the first time. We got seated right in front of the bar. So we had wonderful viewing area of the bar and the parrot and all that and the shenanigans.
Now, I did see the table. Did they bring more tables together for you, or is that a table that's like that big table?
That was a big table. There were other people. There was another family at that table too. It was a big, long table. I
thought it was just everybody that came to see you and wanted to see you.
Oh, stop. And there were 7 people in our group, and then I don't know how many people were in the other group.
Oh, okay.
I had a port of call, which is gin and port wine and some other stuff. It was good, but I don't know that I'd run back to Beak and Barrel. I wasn't, and I was in the main room, and I still say that. I really want to try GO82. Maybe we'll go in February.
You have not been yet?
No.
Wow. I thought for some reason I thought you'd been already.
Trader Sam's is cooler than Beak and Barrel.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the drink selection is better. I think the atmosphere is better. I think they could have done a lot more in there than they did, but
yeah, that's kind of what I've been saying. But you'll enjoy GO82. I didn't. The first time was kind of a push for me. Wasn't that great, but then it kind of grew on me the second time I went.
Mm-hmm.
I still say the view is not the best, but it's just okay. But it's okay. It's a good spot to kind of hang out, and they got really good food there.
I didn't try the food at Beak and Barrel. Glenn did order the bread service type thing, the bread with the dips, but I didn't have any of it because I'm really not eating bread right now.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. Yeah, yeah, it's good stuff at GO82. I kind of feel the same way. It's just okay at Beak and Barrel.
So that was Beak and Barrel. That's the only new things I think we did.
Hang on. Just don't. You still got another question here on. Yeah, somebody else wants to know something. Jonathan Johnson wants to know: can someone experience Disney casually anymore on a whim? And is Tron still Aries themed? Oh, and do you eat at Culver's?
Did I eat at Culver's?
Yeah, because he said it's funny seeing Culver's ads. The older restaurant began here in my home area and expanded through the Midwest.
Yep.
And now it's in Florida. He says crazy.
Culver's is everywhere in Florida. I'm afraid they're gonna do like Dollar General and expand too much because they're building a lot of Culver's. When we go to the VA hospital for Rich. It's an hour away. And we pass 5 Culvers on the way to the VA hospital.
That's crazy. Yeah,
more than McDonald's. We pass more Culvers than we do McDonald's.
Wow, they're on a spree there. Well, that they started in Sauk City, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So
the Butterburger.
Yeah. So I guess that's what he's saying is he's used to seeing it, and he can't believe how many there are now in Florida. And by the way, Jonathan Johnson, host of the podcast Diz Radio, and he just interviewed Cam Clark, who's known for voicing Leonardo and Rocksteady, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I think they're called. Well, I never watched them, but I don't even think my kids did. And Simba from The Lion King.
Cool.
So that's cool. So check him out. Jonathan Johnson with Diz Radio.
So can you do Disney on a whim? Absolutely. That's what I do with Mike, because Mike kind of dictates what we do, where we go. And so I just ask him what he wants to do and we do it.
Yeah, but that's somebody who goes all the time. Do you think that somebody, though, that let's just say it's their first time, or they maybe go once every 5 years or every 2 or 3 years, it's probably not a good idea for them just to go on a whim.
No, I don't think so either. I think if you're not a multiple trip Disney person and you're just going for your once in a lifetime trip, I don't think you should go on a whim. I think you need to do research, find out about stuff, and plan accordingly. And rope drop.
Yeah, that's one of the drawbacks. I think the further we get over the years we've been going, it's getting more and more difficult. That if you don't do your research, if you don't really plan ahead, and now with all the passes and the Genie and all the stuff you got to do, the lightning lanes, all that kind of stuff, you got to really do some research, because you could go there and get really flustered. Yeah.
If I was doing a once in a lifetime trip, I might actually splurge for that premier pass, at least for Magic Kingdom.
See that there again. Yeah, they're just pricing everybody right out of the.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of money. I know.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of agree with that. Yeah. On the whim. I think that's, yes, now that we've been going so much, we go on the whim all the time. It's easy for us because we're used to it, but.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Michael dictated this trip. So we just, I want to go. We walked past where Mickey and Minnie meet, and he wanted to see Minnie. He's on a Minnie kick right now. So he saw Minnie in every park we went to.
Wow. He got his birthday wish.
Sorry, he didn't see her in Magic Kingdom. We didn't go back to Pete's Silly Sideshow, but he saw Mickey in Magic Kingdom. He saw Mickey in every park because Mickey was with Minnie in most of the parks. And when we went to Epcot, it was very special because he had on a Minnie Mouse shirt. And you see in Epcot, you see Mickey, Goofy, and Minnie. And so when he got to Goofy, Goofy saw his shirt. And he walked Michael over to Minnie to introduce him to Minnie. It was really cute.
That's cool.
Yeah. She was very sweet with him. So every park you saw characters. I saw some rare characters at Hollywood Studios. I saw Jiminy Cricket and I saw Bert from Mary Poppins, and Mary Poppins was there too. And I don't know if it was because of the marathon that these characters were out. Like maybe they had been on the marathon route earlier and came into, I don't know, because it's unusual to see Jiminy Cricket.
You think it's because of Run Disney, maybe, and they were just.
Yeah, it might have been because of the marathon that those characters were already dressed and they took them over to the parks. The first day we went, we saw Zootopia, and he wanted to ride Navi River Journey. We did that. He wanted ice cream. We went to his ice cream truck, which was cashless. It was cashless. We had lunch at Yak and Yeti, but we just had some appetizers. So that was nice because and there was still too much food. Even though I ordered soup and Michael ordered fried rice, I think. That's what put us over the top. We had the side of shrimp.
No, you get a good quantity. Good quantities in Yak and Yeti.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't really drinking on this trip. I had that one drink at Beak and Barrel, so I didn't have my pink Himalayan. I don't like to drink when I'm alone with Michael because I don't want to. I want to be level-headed. I don't want to get tipsy while I'm trying to take care of him when I'm alone with him. But my favorite drink in the world is that Yak and Yeti, the pink Himalayan.
Yeah, mine too.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So we stayed at All Star Movies. That was his choice. He likes the big icons. He likes All-Star movies, and he likes Pop. And Pop wasn't available that weekend because of the marathon runners. So we stayed at All-Star Movies. It was fine. We had 4 washcloths in case anybody cares. Because that time I stayed and I got no washcloths, but they gave me 4. You know, the room was fine. You had the table, and Michael wanted the bed, so I slept on the table, and that was fine. It was his weekend. The buses were plentiful. We never had to wait long for a bus. We did have to stand once, but the buses were always good. They were good. You know, people worry about All-Stars because people say they share buses. They really don't share buses. The sports, the music, and the movies, it's like the only time they share a bus is like at 2:00 in the afternoon when people aren't really coming and going. They when it's low, you know, when there's not that many users of the buses, then they'll share, but it's very rare.
Was that it? Was that it for all the parks, or?
No, we went to after Beak and Barrel, we went to Tony's because it was the night before the marathon. Everybody I was with was running the marathon except for we were with Rebecca Glenn, Jen Wynn and her husband Kent, and Amanda Lamb and Rebecca's parents, who I'd met once before. We had dinner at Topolino's a few years ago. So Michael just really took to Rebecca's mom. It was really cute. And he really took to Amanda Lamb too, which he's met her before, but I don't know. Madison's in trouble because he really liked Amanda Lamb.
Were you saying Rudy got left out?
No, Rudy was fine. Rudy gave Michael a little Mickey Mouse, and I tried to give it back to him at the end of the night. And, you know, Stacy, Rebecca's mom, was like, absolutely not. That's his. He can keep it. So he still has it. He carries it around the house. So it's really cute. We went to Tony's because the runners wanted to carb load before their race. And I'm not really doing carbs right now. So I asked the server what the soup of the day was. I thought maybe I'd do soup. And it was something really, really spicy. And with my issues that keep putting me in the hospital, I'm really not supposed to do spicy right now. So there was shrimp on the menu that came over pasta. And I asked her if I could get it over something else, a vegetable. So that I got shrimp with broccoli instead of shrimp with pasta. And really, I just ate a few of the shrimp. It was good. The shrimp were really good. But the broccoli was like frozen broccoli. It had no seasoning or anything. So I just kind of ate the shrimp. And Michael had chicken parm, and he loved it. I will say, Jen Wynn's husband ordered a drink, and it was not good. I think it was limoncello, something like that. It was not good. And he sent it back and got an espresso martini instead. Be aware of that. But everybody else liked what they had. I think Amanda had the chicken that Michael had as well. Jen had I think it was rigatoni alla vodka. It wasn't penny alla vodka. And I can't remember what Kent had. But he liked it. He really, really liked it. I don't remember what it was, though. I think Kent had the shrimp scampi with the pasta. I think that's what he had. Now that I think of it, I'm not sure 100%, but nothing's jumping out at me on this menu. We also had the garlic bread. They have a garlic bread there that they pour a creamy sauce over, and everybody really liked that. And they wound up taking that white sauce. The server brought them more, and some of them put it over their pasta. I think Michael had it on his chicken, and I sat there with my shrimp and broccoli.
Well, good thing Rebecca was Rebecca there?
She was at different tables.
Oh, good, because that white sauce in Rebecca.
Yeah. Oh, she hates mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is gross to her.
Oh, I love mayonnaise.
I know.
I just don't eat it. I make my own though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Egg and olive oil, some little bit of lemon and salt, pepper, and mix it with a blender. Beautiful mayonnaise.
Michael wanted to ride Guardian, so we did go to Epcot Saturday morning. Before we went to Magic, we went to Epcot. And we rode Guardians, and he wanted pizza at Connections. He had pizza, and I had some chicken that was dry. It was really dry. So I had just a couple bites of it. We met the characters. We rode Remy. We rode Guardians. We had lunch, and we left. That was our Epcot day. And then we went on the monorail to Magic. So
Anything stick out? Any food items? Any kiosks that really are nothing special?
it was Diet Epcot. There was no festival going on. So we just ate at Connections, and my chicken was dry, and he ate his pizza. And then the second piece I put in a Ziploc bag, and I carried it around all day. His pizza.
Yeah. Well, I will say the pizza there is pretty good.
Yeah,
as far as pizza goes.
But it was funny because Rebecca's mom was like, "You have Ziploc bags?" And I was like, "I carry them." With Michael, I always have Ziploc bags, which is good. It really is a good thing to have.
Yeah, but he's got his pockets too, so.
That's true. Very true. Very true. I'm trying to think if he had any snacks. He had the ice cream. Oh, we went to the caramel shop, of course, and he got a cookie there. It was like it was Mickey shaped, and it was like kind of like a whoopie pie, but it was 2 Mickeys and this cream filling he had. I don't know. I didn't try it. So yeah, at Epcot, he had the ice cream. At Epcot, he had the thing. He went to the sweet shop at Magic Kingdom and got a cookie. And on his last day, I don't know what he had. I don't think he had a treat that day. Oh, he had a churro. He wanted a churro, so he had a churro. So he got a treat at every park. He's a lucky guy.
Well, it's his birthday. Come on now.
But then, the churro, he got the churro right after we rode Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And it was early. We got there, it was early. And he got the chocolate sauce that comes with the churro all over his shirt, like at the beginning of the day. And then he went to meet Minnie Mouse, and he had chocolate all over his shirt. But when you look at the pictures, you really can't see it. So that's good. And the marathon runners ran through Hollywood just a little bit. And so when we got there, where the exit is, you could sit there and cheer for them right by the exit or entrance to, it was the exit for them, but it was the entrance to Hollywood Studios. So me and Mike stood there a while and cheered people on. We didn't see any of our friends though. And I'm an idiot because if I had stayed like 5 more minutes, I would have seen Glenn, but there's a tracker where you could track everybody that's running in the marathon. You can see kind of their splits. So you could see where they were at the 10-mile mark, where they were at the, what time they were at the 10-mile mark, what time they were at the 20-mile mark. And I wasn't sure what mile that was, where we were standing. And I didn't even think I have locations. I have a lot of my friends are in Find My Friends. And if I had looked at Find My Friends, I would have known that Glenn was like 5 minutes away, and I could have just waited for him. But I didn't. I went in the park. Michael was like, I want to go in the park. I want to go ride Mickey and Minnie. So he wasn't waiting in the heat. It was very hot. And they actually cut the marathon off because it was so hot. People were passing out. They're saying that Magic Kingdom parking lot is brutal. They have to run through the Magic Kingdom, and the Blizzard Beach parking lot is notorious for being brutal too, because they're just running on blacktop. It's hot.
The marathon, if you don't know about it, it's the Run Disney Challenge. It's 4 races over 4 consecutive days during the marathon weekend, and it's got the 5K, the 10K, and the half marathon, and then the full marathon totaling, which is 48.6 miles. Now, did any of our friends complete the Dopey?
Dopey this year. I don't know that anybody did Dopey this year. A lot of people did Dopey last year. Sam and Heidi. I think Amanda Bond did it too last year. I'm not sure. But a lot of people did Dopey last year, but didn't do it this year. I had a picture of everybody at Dopey last year.
That is crazy. That's a lot.
I think Sam did Goofy this year, which is not the 5K. It's the other races. It's the 10, the half, and the full.
I mean, when we go, we track sometimes when we go to the parks, and some days we do 8 miles walking.
Yeah.
And it's brutal. I'm like, by the end of the day, you're tired. And they're doing a 5K, 10Ks, half marathons. Crazy.
3 days in a row. Yeah.
I know.
It is.
Yeah. So congratulations to all of the listeners out there that did the run.
Tori did Dopey last year.
She crazy. Oh, Tori. Speaking of Tori, thank you, Tori, for co-hosting. You did an amazing job. I appreciate it.
That was really good.
It was very nice and a great show. Glenn and Rebecca.
Yeah, so they didn't really do it this year. And the people that did run the marathon this year, a lot of them were like, okay, I'm never doing that again. It was an accomplishment. I'm happy I did it, but I'm never doing it again. But I am thinking, and I will, because it's next month, I'm going to sign up for the food and wine, the wine and dine, at least the 5K I'm going to sign up for. Sign-ups for that are February 10th. So I hope I can get in. Getting into the races, Tori says it's as hard as getting tickets to see Taylor Swift.
Oh my gosh.
And it really is. And it's crazy. And we have a group, it's a group of us girls. It's all the people that run. And I'm in that group for some reason, even though I don't really run. But anyway, that morning of signups, we kind of all look and say, okay, I'm 5 minutes in the queue. It says I have 5 minutes, and everybody signs on to all their devices. So you've got a computer, you've got a work computer, you've got an iPad, you've got a phone, and they're all in the queue. And it's like, my queue says 45 minutes. And then once we get in, sometimes once we get ourselves signed up, we'll sign up somebody else. So it's a group effort. So I'm pretty sure I'll be doing that. That's in October, the wine and dine, October 22nd to the 25th. And the signups are next month, February 10th.
Wow. That far in advance, huh?
Oh yeah. That's the thing. Like you have to sign up very early and commit very early. And it's a lot of money. Signups for next year's marathon are not that far away. I have it here. Signups for the wine and dine, which is October 22nd to the 25th. Signups are February 10th for the general public. The marathon signup for next year, for next January 6th to the 10th, is March 17th. Signups for the next Princess Marathon, which is February 25th to March 1st, 2027. That's in June 2nd. You could sign up for that. Yeah, and the Springtime Surprise Weekend, which is April 15th to the 18th, 2027. The signups for that are July 7th of 2026. So yeah, you have to sign up way in advance. And it's always funny because you see people meander into the run groups and saying, oh, I want to run the race next week. And people are like, you're crazy. There are sometimes charity bibs. Like if you run with a charity, you have to promise to raise a certain amount of money. And you're kind of in their team. I know Glenn did that one year with Ronald McDonald House because he couldn't get into the half that he was trying to run. But,
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to do the 5K in October.
Okay, well, you better start training.
I know. I got to get back out there. So I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so we didn't get to. What did we eat in Hollywood? Michael ate grilled cheese at Woody's Lunchbox, and I took a bite, and it was kind of gross. I didn't really like it, but he ate it. I don't think I ate at Hollywood because I knew he was going to want to go to Wawa after. I had breakfast in the room. I think I had yogurt, and then we went to Hollywood, and then we went to Wawa, and he ate his sub, and I had some salad, and we were good. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that happened on our trip.
That sounds like a dope trip, man.
Yeah, so we rode a lot of at Hollywood. We rode Mickey and Minnie. We rode Rise of the Resistance. We rode Slinky Dog. We rode Toy Story Mania. So we did more rides at Hollywood than anywhere else, and that was our shortest day because we were out of there by 1 or 2 o'clock. I think it was 1 o'clock when we left. We met up with Holly and Laura Nothnagel and talked for a little while. And Michael was falling asleep. So I said, okay, I got to go. I got to take this kid home. And he had a really good trip. It was good. I love to let him dictate what we do and where we go. And I find that for those people that don't know, Michael has special needs. Yeah, I assume that all our listeners know, but that's wrong of me. He's 26 years old. He just turned 26, and he has special needs. And he's really a great kid. We're really lucky because it could be a lot harder than it is with him. But I do find traveling with him is easier when it's me and him and we're not on someone else's schedule. I always try to take him to G3 because if people don't know, G3 is a big group meetup that we sometimes we go to every time there is one. I try to take him because people love him and they want to see him. But it's hard because there's scheduled events that I should be at, and he's not into that. He wants to go do what he wants to do. So I find that these trips where it's just me and him, and I let him decide what we're going to do, where we're going to go. It's much easier with him than having other people. This weekend was nice because we got a mix. We had our own day at the parks, and then we would meet up with friends, and it was nice. It was really good with him. Not be afraid to go off on our own when there's friends. It's hard because you want to hang out with your friends, but he does much better when we don't have to be at somebody else's schedule. When we're on his schedule is better.
Yeah, my kids the same way.
Mm-hmm.
They want to do their own thing.
Right.
I get it. They don't want to hang out with the old people.
No. Well, he loves our friends. He loves our friends, but he wants to do what he wants to do. Okay, Mike, we're going to go stand with 30 people and take a picture, and, he's not into that.
Yeah, take me to the truck. I want the truck.
We're going to go sit in a bar for 2 hours. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, great.
He's not into that.
All right, Toni-Ann, anything else?
I'm excited for February. February is coming up, and a lot of people are going to be there in February because Kevin is coming. Kevin will be here in, I think, 18 days from the day we're recording. And Kevin Curtis Allen, if you don't know, he's our friend from the UK, from the Isle of Wight. And he is coming over, and so we all want to go see him. Last year, Richard and I had Kevin to ourselves. Nobody came, really. And it was just us and him. We went to dinner, just the four of us, just me and Rich and Kevin and Deborah. This year, it's not going to be like that. This year, there's going to be a lot of people there. Yeah, I'm going to see how Rich, does with that. And I found out, we're staying in an all-star movie suite, we're staying in all-star music family suite. And I found out last week on Kurt's podcast that they're staying, him and Andy and Dan Robinson are also staying at All-Star Music in a family suite. And I don't know, are those suites in multiple buildings or are they just in one building? Because, yeah.
Oh, that could be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Crash their party.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people there, though. Mandy's going to be there, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll tell you all about my trip next week, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You're going to see a lot of friends.
Yeah, I will.
Try to get over that villain show.
Well, I just don't think we're going to make it, but because it's a quick trip, just a couple days, but we'll see. Never know.
All right.
At least you won't be there. That'll be a good thing.
Right. We're never there at the same time.
Yeah.
Although we may overlap in February.
We probably will. I'll probably see you then. If I see you, just head the other way. Would you do that one?
Okay, I'll run the other way if I see you.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this week's Disney Crush podcast, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
That's it. All right.
The truth has spoken!
Put a check on that. Can you do that, Dave? Can you put a check on that one?